Hi folks, today I have for us some body cam footage that's a little unique. A sovereign citizen, Karen, that thinks that she does not need to be arrested for stealing from a hotel. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, The Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. Episode 28 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
We verbally trespassed her several times. She's left the bed here about 7 times. I'm back here. She always refuses to leave. She knows she's not supposed to be.
Does she stay here? Has she paid for a room?
No, she's always just comes in. She just sits down on the couch, just loiters, and then we say, "Ma'am, you have to leave. You're not welcome back here."
Okay.
And then she doesn't leave, and then we call you guys. Then she walks out the door. So we do that every single time. But we have verbally trespassed her, like if the other officers have said.
Right, and then yeah. So we do still believe that she's on site right now. Hi there. You know why I'm here?
No.
Okay.
No, you're lying. You're lying. What makes you lie?
So the hotel staff has asked you to leave multiple times before today, and today, and you continue to stay.
Is there a report on that?
It doesn't matter if they tell you to leave, then you need to leave.
Nobody's told me to leave.
They told you to leave today, and they've told you to leave.
Now, this particular hotel has made over 7 complaints about this woman coming in and stealing complimentary items meant for the guest and loitering in the hotel. She does not ever book a room. She just comes in, takes what she wants, stays as long as she wants, and once the staff asks her to leave, she gets into an argument, and when they call the cops, she leaves. It just so happened on this very occasion that she stayed long enough for the cops to arrive.
Before today.
That's incorrect.
But okay, but you
I'll
have
leave
been
right now.
But you've been. Well, wait. Hang on. I need you to sit where you are because if they want to press charges, then I will issue a citation. Okay.
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 Do you have an ID on you?
No.
Okay. Hang on one moment. Do you guys wish to pursue charges or?
Charges don't want her to come back.
Okay. 2853. You can cancel my assist. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, if
Yeah.
I see you back here, and I'm going to put notes in my call that if you are seen back here, that you will be issued a citation. Okay.
Polo?
Paulo is my last name.
Polo.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
What's that?
Jeremy.
Last name?
I'm pretty sure I don't have to give you my information.
If you're being detained right now,
I'm not.
You
He's
are
not pressing charges.
I'm detaining you.
You can't detain me.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans. Because due to this being the possibly 8th or 9th or even 10th time she has trespassed at this particular hotel, a report can be generated. And during the report, they can identify her as a person to be trespassed from this property. So she is required to give up her ID, or at least her name and date of birth, so they can verify that's the person that they are talking to. This does take place in, I believe, Idaho. And in Idaho, you are required to give that information.
can.
They can.
Yes, because I was called here for trespassing.
You asked her if she was going to press charges, and she said no.
But you are still detained.
For what?
I'm currently detaining you for the trespassing that I was originally called here for.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You did.
What'd I do?
You came back in here after. We're not going to argue. I'm done arguing
I've
with
never
you
even
about
met
it.
you before.
Okay. I didn't
And
tell
she
you to
just
leave.
said she was
Okay,
not
Jeremy.
pressing charges.
If you come back here,
Okay.
there will be law
Okay.
enforcement. Okay.
Okay.
You want her kicked out, right? Okay, you understand that she's going to keep doing this until you guys press charges and have her arrested? She's going to keep coming back in, she's going to keep grabbing food, she's going to keep doing all this stuff. So you need to speak with whatever manager or higher above and get her, and have someone give you guys permission to get her arrested, because this is going to be a constant problem, because I understand she keeps coming in here stealing food and doing other crap like that. So you need to let whoever know who's above that we need to finally start arresting her for this, or this is going to...
We'll do that then. I'm the one in charge. She's training.
Okay.
So we're going to manage all this at once.
Because this is like the third or fourth time
Yeah, we'll
that...
press charges then if that's the only way.
Okay, because right now she's like, they don't want to press charges, I can do whatever I want, so...
Okay. She knows the law.
Okay. Hey, wait, Officer Paolo? Stop. They want to actually have her at the very least cited today for trespassing. So if she wasn't going to give you her ID or her information, she needs to do that now. They're going to issue at the
I
very
don't
least.
have an ID.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That's fine. So we're going to continue where we were.
And we'll get it from you. And if we don't get a valid one, then we'll take you to jail because we won't be able to prove who you are. Okay? So.
Jeremy, last name.
Robinson, Robison.
Date of birth.
Date of birth.
What is your birth date?
Why do you need all this information?
Because this is for the citation.
So I have to pay a fine?
You will be legally held accountable for the trespassing. I don't know what the outcome of that will be. What is your date of birth?
You need to explain what you're doing.
She's already explained to you what she is doing. She is writing you a citation for criminal trespassing because you have been told multiple times before by the hotel staff not to come back to the property. You continue to come back and steal items meant for their guests when you're not a guest. Not to mention, she does need your date of birth to confirm your ID because you're not providing them with a state-issued driver's license, state ID, passport, or anything else that can verify it. That is why they're requiring your name and date of birth.
I am writing you a citation for
A
trespassing.
citation means a fine. Do I have to show up for court?
It's a misdemeanor citation.
A misdemeanor?
Correct.
For what?
For trespassing.
So I gotta go to court?
You will.
I'm not going to court for this.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not telling you.
Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Do you want to go to jail?
I'm gonna press charges on you.
For what?
Harassment.
Okay, I understand that. So you're not going to give me your date of birth?
Nope.
Okay, this will likely escalate further, just so you're aware. I don't want to arrest you.
Then don't.
Okay, well I need all of your information if you're going to be able, if you're...
I'm not going to court over this. You guys can play your little games all you want.
Show me, what is your date of birth?
I'm not speaking without my lawyer.
So what we're going to do this time is we're going to issue her a ticket, okay? And if this doesn't work in the future, then we'll have her arrested and we'll just keep, because we've tried the please don't do this anymore like multiple times and it's not working.
Right.
So if I can get you to sign right here, just next to the X, and then if I can get your ID, what this is saying that is that you're signing her for her to receive a ticket for trespassing.
Can I try to get a 29 on a female out of Idaho? I do not currently have a date of birth. No date of birth.
Okay, so ma'am,
I've explained. She's
you
refusing
understand
to
that
speak.
if you're refusing to do this to us, we're not going to be able to issue our citation to you, and you're resisting and obstructing our ability to issue this ticket, and we're going to take you to jail. You're still going to get this ticket, and you're going to go to jail for R&O, because you're
It's now
obstructing our
been two
ability
judges.
to be able to carry through with our legal and lawful purpose of issuing you
You're
a
harassing
citation. No, ma'am, you're breaking the law repeatedly because
I
you've
am
been
not
told.
breaking the law.
You've been told
You're lying.
repeatedly not to come back in here. Okay.
I'm not breaking the law.
You
I
are.
haven't received any citation before.
You've been told
I don't know what
repeatedly
you're
verbally
talking
that
about.
you're
That's their
trespassing.
side. That's not my side.
You don't own any business here. You have no legal right to be
Neither
here.
do they.
Yes, they are employees
Their
here.
business.
They're employees here, and they can tell you to leave, and they have told you repeatedly to leave and not to come back.
This isn't a private office.
Okay.
This is a
This is-
hotel.
It doesn't matter if it's a hotel, a bank, a grocery store, or a doctor's office. It is private property nonetheless. You have been warned multiple times by staff not to come back, and you keep coming back. That is criminal trespassing. That is a crime in this country. You can be charged with it, most times with a citation to show up to court, or you get arrested. Like, well, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, which is private property. Okay. Are you refusing to give Officer Palo your date of birth and your full information? Yes or no? Are you refusing to give Officer Palo
I'm
your
not
information?
talking,
Okay.
period.
You're under
I see you choosing the hard way. Okay.
arrest.
Okay, you can
Stand
see
up.
it.
Separate your feet.
So you've stolen from them multiple times. You're coming in here and stealing food from them. You have been told multiple times not to come in here. You have been told. So I'm explaining to you why you're now under arrest. Okay. Fair enough, ma'am. Yep. Go right ahead.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Do you have anything that's going to poke me or stick me?
No.
Okay, do you have anything you shouldn't have on you?
2853 is code for with one. No, ma'am, this is your fault. You're the one.
Very easy for you.
You're the one who refused to follow very simple rules that you're required to, so we can issue a citation for trespassing. You refused to identify yourself. You refused to allow us to be able to complete our job fully. So you're going to go to jail now, okay? You were just going to get a ticket, but now you're still going to get a ticket, and you're going to go to jail.
Separate your feet. You'll be able to do that at the jail after you're booked in.
You can't go through my stuff.
Yes, we can. You are under arrest. And you're now under arrest
Where's
for
my lawyer?
trespassing and
Yes, you can keep screaming for a lawyer, but your lawyer can't talk to you right now because the courts have to appoint you a lawyer, because I highly doubt you don't have one of your own. Not to mention that the police can search your belongings due to the fact that this isn't a search due to an arrest. They have to inventory what's coming with you into the jail. And if they find anything that is illegal, such as an illegal weapon or narcotics, they can seize those and add those as an additional charge.
resisting and
Okay,
obstructing.
I want to speak to my lawyer now.
You will have that option at the jail.
Don't have a
No,
lawyer.
you guys
here
never
for you.
give me any option to call anybody. Ever.
That's because you're under arrest. Were they able to get a return for
You don't let me have a phone call to call anybody. You don't help out. Nothing.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
I need to see what he's doing.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
You do not.
He's going through my stuff.
Yep.
I need to see what
Search
you're
incident
doing.
to arrest.
I don't trust you guys.
You
Are
don't.
you guys even real cops?
Yes.
Really?
Obviously
That's not
we
a real
are.
gun.
Obviously we are.
Sounds like you're experiencing some pretty serious crisis here also, ma'am.
Don't f***ing talk to me.
Anything with
Annoying.
That's what I'm working on.
Okay.
So you lied to us again. You do have a driver's license. Is this the information she gave you?
No.
Oh,
And the plot thickens!
good. You're also arrested for false
3
information.
charges.
Okay.
Same thing. Okay, so you're also now under arrest for false information because you gave Officer Paolo, when she legally and
You're not
lawfully
even
asked
a real
you
cop, so you can't legally
information
arrest me.
for, you gave her false information. So you're arrested.
You're
under
giving
arrest
me
for that as
false
well.
information because you're not a real cop.
So
Both are real cops.
the jail will not accept, and neither will property food, so I'm throwing this away. And this open bottle of water is going to be thrown away. There's nothing else in there, so I'm going to be placing your items back into here.
Will you put this lighter in with her other items? Thank you.
Can you zip that up so that stuff doesn't fall out?
It will be. It will be booked into the Ada County property.
Can I pee?
No, you cannot. You can pee after you get booked into the jail.
So I gotta pee in your car?
Well, if you do that, then we will also put that along with the additional charges.
Tim, why don't you just let me pee now?
Because you're in custody, and that's
Yeah,
not
you're in
something that we
custody.
have ability to be able to do that. And your drink from Hampton that I'm sure they did not offer you is also getting thrown away.
You put my cigarettes.
It's empty.
Cigarettes in there.
Come on.
You just threw away my cigarettes?
He just showed you that it was empty.
You're welcome. I'll bring her back her name for you so you can have that here.
Where's my cigarettes?
There is a pack of
I think you have better concerns than an empty pack of cigarettes here. I mean, you're facing 3 charges. 1 of criminal trespassing, 1 of resisting and obstructing, and 1 of providing false ID to law enforcement. An empty pack of cigarettes is your least amount of concern here.
cigarettes that did have some cigarettes inside there.
Did you take my cigarettes?
They're in your bag.
Did you zip up my baggie? How do you fit people in here?
So this is the same female who's came in and stolen food and wandered off and stuff like that, right?
I know she's interacted with my other coworkers. I don't know if she's stolen food. I wouldn't be surprised if she has.
Yeah, we've gotten calls for a female coming in, taking food, and then
But I know she has come in probably like the 7th time.
Okay.
Probably.
and she's been told each time to leave and refuses to.
Yeah. And then we call you guys, and then she leaves, and we call you, and then.
What I'm writing is I'm writing her information down. I'm going to go write the police report, so then you can leave it. Note your staff's like, look, she was cited for trespassing and then arrested for other charges because she lied to us. She gave us a false name, and so she's getting arrested for that as well as for R&O. And you can say, here's her real name, because she's going to say Susie Jones again or whatever. She's obviously probably also experiencing either abuse or some other things that are making her with problems, and she's lying about her name, lying who she is. So I'll write down a police report. I'll be right back in with that. And Raven has said it at least 7 times she has been told.
Well, I was looking in priors
Yeah.
with Michelle's name, and she's been. Okay.
Yeah, so.
You did refuse to leave.
No, I didn't. I was leaving, and you guys arrested me.
You refused to leave when you were still there when I got there. You had been told to leave before.
That was their story.
I see calls in here that have your name attached to them that were refused to leave last week. 2 of them, they both have you in them. So you came back after you had... Yes.
No police officers talk to me.
Okay.
You can leave as long as I don't want to press charges. He says I don't want to press charges, but then you can arrest me.
They're able to change their mind.
Moron.
They're able to change their mind, which they did.
And this is where we're ending the video. She was charged with trespassing in the first degree, resisting and obstructing, and providing false ID to police. There is no update on a court date, but more than likely she will be found guilty of these charges. Now, I know normally I go a little bit harder, but seeing as this woman could be facing some situations that she's not really in control in, I'm not going to go hard. I'm just going to point out the facts in this video. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I could never thank you enough.